Yo, Mr. Man!
Bruh.
Well, it's me, Billy. Well, you see, I finished this deck of mine here and I didn't have anyone to test it with. So I figured I'd drop by your house so we can have a proper duel so I can test it.
Dude, you broke into my house at this hour to duel?
Yeah.
What do I even say about stuff like this? Wait, are we actually turning this into a series, like? An actual series? Where we actually do something? What are we gonna do? Make jokes? For like 20 minutes?
I don't know, I ain't running this shit.
I'll duel you, but if I win, you get the fuck out of my house! Get out! In the hallway! We'll do there!
Okay.
Okay, Billy, fine. I'm here. Let's begin. So which one of us is going first?
I say you go first, cause I don't gotta think about my moves. Let's do this!
Okay, fine by me.
I'll draw my opening hand.
And, interesting hand. I'll set a monster face down. Then I'll set 2 cards face down. And for now, that's it for me.
That's it? Man, that was ass.
Okay, dickhead, I'd like to see you do better.
Then I'll do better. I think I'll begin with Volcanic Rocket. This effect will allow me to fetch 1 Blaze Accelerator card from my deck to my hand. I think I'm going to end Volcanic Blaze Accelerator. That's not all. I get the special summon Electric Blaster for my hand. Since I normal summon our fire monster to the field. Then he allows me to send 1 level 8, specifically level 8, power monster from my deck to the graveyard. I'll send Volcanic Emperor to the graveyard. He'll come in handy later.
Ah, yes. Volcanics. Remind me again, when did you start playing those?
5 minutes ago.
Ah, fuck it, you're a new character. Who gives a shit?
Alright then. I think it's time that I activate this here field spell with a recycling plan. Now this here card in here allows me to discard 1 card from my hand like my Volcanic Shell in order to add polymerization from my deck to my hand. Next, by paying 500 of my life points, I'm allowed to add another Volcanic Shell from my deck to my hand. Then I'm going to activate polymerization. I'll fuse Electric Blaster with another Volcanic Shell. And now I'm going to fusion summon. No, not the fusion. Here it is. Blaze Phoenix, the Burning Bombardment Beast.
Hold on a second. On the summon of your Blaze Phoenix, I have a trap card.
Time-Space Trap Hole. Now your Phoenix returns to your extra deck, and I will take 1000 points of damage for it.
Oh, that's so mean. My birdie goes down.
Well, I'd rather that than to deal with burn damage. Take your picks. Or take my picks. No, that sounds terrible.
Alright then, if that's how we want to play, I'm going to activate Volcanic Blaze Accelerator. By sending the original Blaze Accelerator from my deck to the graveyard, of course. Now by paying another 500 life points. I'm allowed to add the last shell from my deck to my hand. Next, I'll use my Blaze Accelerator's effect, along with the special summon volcanic shell. Now I will use my 10 monsters, which will allow me to link summon Dual Little Chimera. Now by banishing the original Blaze Accelerator from my graveyard, I'm allowed to summon the Tank Emperor from my graveyard to my field. Luckily for me, you got no banished Pyros. And you summoned your Emperor with your Blaze Accelerator, which means you didn't banish anything. So I take no damage. That's a positive. I'm smiling through pain. Although that can't be true, you're still gonna be taking 500 points of damage anytime you summon a monster. Even as much as your monster sneezes on the field, you take 500, you hear? Like, what were you thinking? Using a card that allows you to pay life points in order to do things against the board player. You don't need life points.
There's a method to my madness, William.
What did you call me? You heard me, bitch. Well, you see, Volcanic Emperor also has another effect. Allowing me to set one Volcanic Spell trap card from my deck to the field. So I will set Volcanic Inferno to use later on you. Now, Dual Little Chimera, attack the face down monster. Well, you ran into my Grishron Celestial Turtle. Normally, he has 2,000 defense points, but because of your Dual Little Chimera, and because it's a water monster, it will lose for 100 attack and defense points, making it weaker than your Dual Little Chimera, so use the sword. And now he's wide open, you hear? Volcanic Emperor will attack you directly for 36 damage. Whoa, slow down. What makes you think I'll be taking damage? I activate my trap card, Ice Barrier. I can activate this when you declare an attack with a monster, or when an attack is declared involving your monster in general. Your monster loses its attack points, and its effects are negated permanently. So, I take no damage from this attack. Well, I'll set one card face down. And during the end phase, the effect of my field spell activates. Since I still fusion summon, even if it was negated, I'm allowed to add one of the fusion materials from my graveyard back to my hand, like Electro Blaster. Alright then, draw. I will begin with Cosmic Cyclone. Paying 1,000 life points, I'll banish your face down. Oh, thanks, man. You banished my Titanosaur. Oh, that was nice. Next thing I'm going to do is banish Ice Barrier from my graveyard. This will allow me to send a level 5 or higher water monster from my deck to the graveyard. Then I get to add any water monster from my graveyard to my hand. However, for the rest of the turn, I cannot special summon except water monsters. So I will send to my graveyard Grishron Sulfador, and immediately add him to my hand, since it doesn't specify that it can't be monster I sent. Next up I activate Grishron Inclusion. It's a continuous spell that allows me to add any Grishron card from my deck to my hand. I think Grishron Sulfafnir will be just fine. Especially because now I can use Sulfafnir's effect to discard a Grishron monster, or any Grishron card, to special summon him. Then he destroys one card on the field. Oh, Grishron card specifically. So I will destroy him, which will trigger his other effect, allowing me to special summon any Grishron monster from my deck. Like my Grishron Rion. And with this little guy on the field, it's about to get wicked. Because now I am going to destroy Grishron Inclusion, which will allow me to bring back Grishron Sulfador from my graveyard. Then he sends up to 2 Grishron cards from my deck to the graveyard. I think the two cards I'm going to send are my Christian Christburn and Christian Smyger. Now, I will activate Christburn and Smyger's effects. I'm banishing both of them from my graveyard. I activate their graveyard effects. One of them will allow me to add any Christian spell or trap from my deck to the hand, and the other one will add any Christian monster. Christburn will add Tristalos, and Smyger will add Cluster to my hand. Now would you look at that? I have not normal summoned yet, so I normal summon Tristalos to the field. Alright, time for some synchro action. I will use Tristalos as well as Sulfador in order to synchro summon one of my synchro Crystron monsters. Say hello to Crystron Ellis Skeletus. Finally, Ellis Skeletus will allow me to add any Crystron card from my banishment or my graveyard back to my hand. So I think I'm going to add this one, Crystron Inclusion, back to my hand. For later, of course. Boy, I said, boy, Mr. Dusan, you need to chill. What are you doing? Dude, I play an Ice Team deck. I don't get more chill than this. Except Antarctica, I guess. You started a duel with the set pass. If that ain't the biggest 180 I've seen in my life, I don't know what is. Yeah, that's just kind of how I play. Slow and steady. And then boom! You're dead. Figuratively speaking, of course. Now I activate the other effect of Tristalos that's in my graveyard. By banishing him, I can destroy one Crystron monster on my side of the field. Well, Crystron Synchro monster to be more specific. And then I get to special summon any two Crystron monsters from my deck. So by destroying Ellis Skeletus, I'm allowed to special summon these two from my deck. I special summon Crystron Quan and Crystron Smyger. Also, since Ellis Skeletus was destroyed when it was Synchro summoned, it allows me to revive any Synchro monster, any monster period from the graveyard, right? So any Crystron monster from my graveyard or banishment, and special summon it back to the field, including himself, unlike the other Crystron Synchros who revive cards from either. Doesn't matter though. Now I will activate a card that I've been saving up for a bit, Graceful Charity. This card will allow me to draw 3 cards, then discard 2. Now one of the cards I discarded was another Crystron Inclusion. So I will activate its graveyard effect, allowing me to banish it in order to revive any Crystron monster from my graveyard. I will revive Pressio Turtle. Now it's time for 2 more Synchro summons. Walk with me with this one for a moment. I will tune together Rion and Pressio Turtle in order to Synchro summon my Crystron Emitrix. I choose not to activate its effect because I don't want to switch our Emperor into defense mode. Now I will tune Quan with Smyger. And no, I'm not calling it by the other name because that one is just straight up wrong. I Synchro summon the Synchro Tuner, Crystron Quandax. And now it's time for some Axo Synchro action. This doesn't look good for me. No, it really doesn't. I will tune Quandax with Emitrix. Now I Axo Synchro summon Crystron Phoenix. Thanks to his special ability, you have to banish every single spell and trap card on your field and in your graveyard. Oh, no. I like to let my trap card Organic Inferno. Now, I get to banish something like, for example, my volcanic shell from the graveyard to change the monster's effect, and then inflict up 500 points of damage. And since the monster banished, the volcanic monster, no monster's effects are negated. Well, that's annoying. Well, unfortunately, my monster still loses attack and defense points because of your Yugioh Chimera. However, thanks to Skeleton's effect, as long as he's on the field, all monsters you control lose 500 attack and defense points. So, we almost break even on this one, I guess. You'll more reset back to normal, I just weakened. Regardless, Alice Skeleton will attack your Yugioh Chimera. And then, your Strong Phoenix will attack your Emperor. Well, when Yugioh Chimera is destroyed, I'll get to add volcanic rocket back to my hand. Oh, that's fun with me. I will activate part of Avarice. I'll shuffle back Fafnir, Lesser Turtle, Wolfador, Amatrix, and Plum back into my deck in order to draw 2 additional cards. I will set 2 cards face down. And with that, I think it's safe to end my turn. Well, during the end phase, the effect of my Volcanic Inferno activates, allowing me to take up to 2 Pyro Monsters and put them to the bottom of my deck. I only have 1, and that's my shell that I banished for its effect earlier, so I'll put it to the bottom. I'll draw for my turn. First of all, I'll pay another 500 life points in order to add the shell that I returned to my deck back to my hand. Then I'm going to normal summon the Volcanic Trooper. His effect will allow me to add Volcanic Emission from my deck to my hand. Then I'll activate my Volcanic Blaze Accelerator's effect. Yeah, I know you don't. I activate my track card, Crystron Luster. I get to take 1 Crystron monster, or any Crystron card for that matter, from my graveyard or my banishment, and shuffle it back into my deck. Then I get to destroy 1 face-up card on your side of the field. However, since I control a Crystron monster, or multiple in this case, I get to destroy the 2 cards in your field instead. So I will destroy your Volcanic Blaze Accelerator and your Volcanic Inferno. So no more negating my shit and burning me, and also no special summoning for you. Oh man, that's so mean. You broke into my house at 12 a.m. I don't give a shit. Well, fine then. I'll discard my last shell to bring back polarization back to my hand thanks to my field spells. Now I'll activate the spell card Fire Rejector. For this, I'm going to send Volcanic Rimfire, our level 1 power monster, to the graveyard. And then I'll summon a token to your side of the field. When that token gets destroyed, you take 500 points of damage. Now Rimfire's effect activates, banishing itself, which will allow me to send 1 other Volcanic monster from my deck to the graveyard. I think you know what's coming. It's the good, one and the only Volcanic Scare Shot. And Volcanic Scare Shot never goes alone to the good old graveyard, because now I send 2 more Scatter Shots to go in. Then they each inflict 500 damage to you for a total of 1500. Then they destroy every monster on the field, including the token I gave you, which is another 500, so you take 2000 points of damage.
positive side, Skeletus doesn't trigger except when he's synchro summoned, but he wasn't synchro summoned anymore. However, Phoenix was, and his effect will allow me to bring back Crystron Rion from my graveyard. I'll get rid of that Rion real quick. I activate Polymerization. I will fuse together Electro Blaster and Volcanic Rocket. Fusion Summon Ignition Beast Volcanin to the field. Now I activate his effect, allowing me to destroy itself and your Rion. Now hold your fire for a second. Rion's effect activates, allowing me to take one of my banished Crystron monsters and then synchro summon using one of those monsters. I think I will be taking the banished Smiter that I banished on my previous turn. And now I will tune them together. They return to my deck instead of going to the graveyard or being banished. Now I synchro summon my combat wheel. You should be holding you off for a bit. Well, you might have dodged that. But now I will banish 3 volcanic monsters, my 3 volcanic scatter shots to be more precise, and now the special summon Volcanic Emperor once more in my field. Oh, and he's angry after the last time he was here, because now he will inflict 500 points of damage for each power monster that is banished. And last I checked, I have 4 of them, Fire and my 3 scatter shots that I just banished. So now you'll be taking 2,000 more points of damage. That was good damage. Now all of my monsters will attack you to finish this duel. If all of that hits me, I'm cooked. Thankfully, I'm not going to let that happen. I activate Duel of Eclipse. This will switch all monsters on the field to face down defense position. However, at the end of the turn, all the cards flipped by this effect on your side of the field will be flipped face up, and for each one, you'll get to draw a card. Fine then, I'll set 1 card face down and end my turn. And during the end phase, all my monsters switch face up, so they'll be in defense position. And for each one, I'll get to draw a brand new card. Alright, I survive for 1 more turn. I'll draw. And the duel's over. I activate Volcanic Emission. This allows me to special summon a volcanic monster, ignoring its summoning conditions from my deck. Or, alternatively, target the pyro monster on my field and inflict damage to you equal to half its attack points. And if it's a volcanic monster, you actually take full damage. So by targeting Emperor, you take 3,100 points of damage. Hold on a second. Is that target? Oh, it would be a shame if I had something that would make it fizzle out, like a second Book of Eclipse that would flip everything face down again. Not again! Alright, flip summon time. I'll flip back. Combat wheel. Get my inclusion in hand. This will allow me to add Sulfador from my deck to my hand. Now I activate Sulfador, destroying the inclusion once again, to summon him. Now I will send another Plesio Turtle and another Tristburn to my graveyard. Then I'll banish Tristburn, adding Crystron Seatree to my hand. Then I'm going to normal summon Triskalos. Then I'll banish Plesio Turtle, which will allow me to special summon Seatree. Next, by banishing Inclusion from my graveyard, I'm allowed to bring back once again Skeletus. I'm cooked, aren't I? Oh, it's about to get a lot worse for you, buddy. Because I'm about to end this duel. I will now double tune my Sulfador using Seatree and Triskalos.
Behold, as I summon the second one of my strongest monsters, I synchro summon Crystron Corian Gendrax. That is the Queen of the Frozen Crop. My monster's effect activates. On Synchro Summon, he allows me to banish one monster from your graveyard or your field, or both, for each material used to summon him. I use 3, and since you only have 3 monsters, well, I think you can deduce what happens now. I'll banish all 3 of your monsters, and now my monsters will attack you directly to end this duel. And now... Good duel, Mr. D, but I'll get you next time, you'll see. Well, actually, I'd ask for one more thing. Get the fuck out of my house!
Alright, with that done, I can go to bed. Jesus Christ.
Why are you still here?